No, I told you it's not centered.
It is. It's fine.
Okay. All right, go.
Hi, I'm Maddie.
And I'm Kate, and this is our film study final project.
For our film study final, we will be documenting our investigation of the disappearance of Christie Anderson.
Christie Anderson's disappearance has haunted Arlington, Virginia for 19 years. The case information has been extremely limited to the public.
But don't worry, we have full permission from our film study teacher.
I guess if you guys really want to do that.
Before we get into it, let's lay out the facts.
16-year-old Christina, or Christie as her friends called her, Danielle Anderson disappeared on October 4th, 2006 from her homecoming dance.
She left from her best friend Jennifer Dale's house at 7:16 p.m. and she was accompanied by 4 of her closest friends and her boyfriend at the time, Justin Markowitz.
She arrived at the school at 7:24 p.m. At 8:51, she told Jennifer she was going to step outside for a moment. She is last seen by the security cameras depicting her walking out of the school at 8:56 p.m.
She was reported missing by her parents at 2 a.m. that night. An anonymous tip came in during the following week suggesting that she was around Chestnut Hills Park near the time of suspected disappearance. But nothing ever came of that information and no sign of her has been recovered since she went missing.
You might have been right. I don't think it is adjusted.
Yeah, it's fine. Just leave it.
Our objective is to find out what really happened to Christie Anderson.
Not again. Okay, who do we tell him we are?
Can't we just tell him the truth?
No, he's the dead girl's ex-boyfriend. I don't think he's gonna understand.
Can we say private investigators?
No, that's stupid.
You're stupid.
Hey, what do you want?
We are students at Yorktown High School. We're with the Yorktown Lit Mag, and we're here to interview ex-students from Yorktown about their experience at Yorktown High School. Can we interview you?
You're Justin Markowitz, right?
Yeah, that's me. Come on in. Here, follow me into my office.
Can I record this just so I can reference it in our article?
Yeah, sure. Why not? Sit down.
So what would you say AP Culture was like for your graduating class?
Well, I mean, I feel like AP classes have changed a bit, you know, like...
And more importantly, what happened to Christie Anderson?
Whoa.
Her ex-girlfriend.
I don't know anything about that. If she'd be talking about anyone, it should be Jennifer, okay? She was the last one to see Christie. I had to leave the dance early.
Wait, but if you left the dance early, you were dating Christy, so it's weird that you would leave.
What? I had a basketball game the next morning. Yeah, I had to get rest.
Well, according to your official police report alibi, you stated that you were at a sleepover.
The police makes mistakes sometimes, okay? I'm not sure what happened.
Are you saying we should trust your word over officers of the law?
Look, people make mistakes sometimes, okay?
Was Christie a mistake?
Oh my god, give me a break. You know what? I think you should get out of here with your questions and your interviews.
But we still have more stuff to ask.
I said get out! Look, just leave me alone. I don't want anything to do with that schizo freak anymore.
What's his problem? Can you believe he blew up like that?
I know, like, that was crazy. And he called Christie a schizo.
Thanks to our interview with Justin, we now have a new clue on what could have happened to Christie. Where today, if all goes well, we will be conducting a remote interview with Christie's parents. We would have done it in person, but they moved out of Arlington after Christie disappeared. Right. You calling them?
Yeah, calling them now. No, it's on hold.
In the meantime, let's go over some of the popular theories of what could have caused Christie's disappearance.
The theory that the police favored was that Christie ran away from home, but most people discredited this because of her seemingly perfect life and promising future.
Another popular theory is that Christie was attacked by a wild animal, but that seemed unlikely because there aren't a lot of wild animals in Arlington.
Still on hold?
Yeah. Just make up another possible theory. We need to fill up the time.
Another possible theory is that Christie was kidnapped by a doomsday cult in order, as their prophet, to tell them when the world was gonna end so they could get to heaven on top. Is that what doomsday cults do?
Yeah, that's good. That's really good. Hello? Yeah, I'm here today with my colleague Maddie. We're here to ask you about the disappearance of your daughter Christina, and we'd like to ask you if she had any history with mental health or mental illness that we should know about. Oh, no, we're just students. This is for our project. What do you mean harassment? No, this is a remote interview. Oh, I don't know anything about, like, consent, okay? We're not real journalists. Like, we don't know about that. Oh, you don't have to call the police. Like, no, don't call the police. No, it's fine, okay.
What happened?
We can cut that out.
Today we're going to be interviewing Christie Anderson's best friend and the last person who's seen her alive, Jennifer Dale. She's been known to frequent the Starbucks, so hopefully we'll get the chance to interview her. Are you sure this is the right Starbucks?
No, I'm not sure. This is the closest one to her house.
Wait, but you told me...
Well, look, there she is.
Excuse us, are you Jennifer Dale?
Yeah, who are you?
We're investigating the disappearance of Christie Anderson for a project. We were hoping we could speak to you because you were her best friend.
Look, that was so long ago.
Well, yes, and it's still unsolved, which is why we would like to speak to you.
I just can't.
Wait, don't you want closure? I mean, for Christie.
Yeah, okay. I'll tell you the same thing I told the cops. Christie was acting weird that night, and she left early, and I didn't see her again.
Do you have any idea what happened to her?
No, but I do know one thing. She didn't leave like the cops said she did.
In the final stage of our investigation, we are looking at the very place where Christie Anderson disappeared.
During the week after Christie Anderson went missing, the police received an anonymous tip that suggested she had been seen around this park. Oh, did you hear that?
No.
Oh, okay. Okay, you had to have heard that one.
No, I didn't hear anything.
Okay, well, you're deaf, because there was definitely a noise.
Maybe I'm not deaf, maybe you're just crazy. Okay, I heard that one. Should we turn back?
No, there's probably another exit up ahead. It would take more time to go back.
Probably is not good enough.
Definitely, probably another exit.
Wait, do you see that?
Video diary entry number 67. I can't take this anymore. Okay, they're watching me constantly. I mean, it's everywhere I go, and I know that they're there. All they do is watch, but I can feel it. Okay, it makes my skin crawl to know that they're just there. I don't know who they are, but they will not stop watching me. Justin does not believe me, and Jennifer, I have not built up the courage to tell her yet. And my parents are worried about me enough as is. I mean, I could tolerate it fine for a while, you know, but they crossed the line yesterday. I could hear their voices. Like, I have to do something. I can't handle this much longer. If they're at the dance tonight, I'm gonna follow them. And if you see this, do not look for me, okay? They might start watching you too.